7th, 8th classes, you have so much of dialogues here. Now see, now this is a big dialogue. How will children remember these dialogues? All the world's a stage. Now instead of just teaching them by heart without understanding, ask them to use any voice. Ask them to say this dialogue like Amitabh Bachchan. Or ask, nowadays children are very much attracted to the Bollywood and all those things. Ask them, can you just act out like, Amitabh Bachchan's voice? Can you say this dialogue? Or if it is South, you say, can you say this dialogue in Rajinikanth? How will Rajinikanth say this dialogue? That would be so interesting for the children. Any of their favorite. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. So if this dialogue is such a big dialogue, now how will you say it? How will you make it interesting for the kids? So give different tones. Let child tell them, tomorrow this is your homework. You come out and you say this dialogue in some funny way, whatever way you want. At the end, our objective is the child should know the dialogue. That's it. Okay, so this is dialogue delivery you are giving. Now grammar games. I'm just coming to the end of it. I think I'm taking time. Yes, grammar games. When you say grammar game, now here it is. Preposition you have, adjectives. Now when you say adjectives, I'll just, where's the chat box? Can each one of you type out one quality about you in the chat box? Yes, here is the chat box. Can each one of you type out one quality of you? What makes you you? One, yes, you are sensible, magnificent, Meenakshi. Very good. Kind, patience. Yes, good. One quality about you: industrious, Indu, jovial, adorable. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, we have a fantastic crowd here. Okay, confident, SEENA. I would say about me, confident, SEENA. And yeah, generous. So these. Now you need to take these words and you need to put it out on the board for children. Put it out and say, what does this speak about you? Or just don't start your classes by saying, children, I'm going to teach you adjectives. Okay? Oh God, the children are dumped. I'm going to teach you conjunction, preposition, interjunction. So these, each and every word, this is grammar word, is like one bombshell, or as if you're throwing bombshell. So first you do the activity, that is called functional grammar. Start with an activity, and functional grammar always starts with an activity and it ends with the definition. And when you say traditional grammar, starts with the definition and ends with the activity. But we have to start with an activity. Okay, so start with and then at the end of the class say, what you learned today, what you learned just now was nothing, but it was the word, we have one word for it, that's called as, all these words describe you. So all these words together we put in and we call it as adjectives. So this is how you put it. Okay, now you are teaching nouns. Okay, nouns, verbs, adjectives. So put it in the form, a nice little game for the children. Okay, when you say games for the children. Now, when I say, you make a list of words. For adjectives, make a list of words. For verbs, you make a list of words. For nouns, you make a list of words. And then you say, I'm going to call out one word. If it is a noun, you have to do like this. Now see, we are online. I'm doing these activities online. So if it is a noun, you have to do like this. And if it is a verb, you have to do like this. If it's a verb, do like this. If it is a noun, do like this. And if it is an adjective, you can do something like this. If it is an adjective, do like this. Okay. Now if I say SEENA, then all have to do like this. Okay. And if I say jump, it's an adjective. Jump. Yes. And if I say verb, I'm sorry. But if you say beautiful, then you will do like this. If I say jump, yes, like this. So you have to say the word glass, sit, cute. Yes, so you are adjectives, verbs, so you can do all these things in your classrooms. And now what is conjunction, and conjunctions? So now you are teaching conjunction to the children. put children in 3 different groups. Okay, so say grammar is fun. Actually, our teachers made grammar, maths and grammar, they all brought it in such a way, like, traditional way, that they made it, they horrified us with the grammar thing, the definitions especially. But grammar, as I started researching on that, is something very beautiful and very nice. Now you ask them, put them into 3 groups for conjunction activity. One group will form one sentence. So related to that, other group has to form another sentence. And the third group has to join both the sentence using some conjunction words. Okay, so there are so many activities like this that we can go on and on and on today if we have to. Okay, so these are the grammar activities that you can conduct. Okay, one second, let me change the screen. Yeah, now you can, sorry. Yeah, so you can see your vocabulary. Very interesting. Okay, fine. You can see a picture here. Can you type out whatever you see? Please type out. All of you type out any words related to this picture. What you can see, what can you visualize in this picture? Please type it out. Come on, quick. Colors, ball. Okay, very smart teachers. Matthew sir, very smart teachers. Symbols, ball in sea. Okay, very nice. Snake. Wow. Okay. Bird, patterns, pigeon, doodle, shapes and colors. Yes, water. Maybe you can express one sentence also, one ball in the sea. Yes, so this is vocabulary. What else can you see? What can you create a story out of this? That also you can do it. Now water, sun. Wow, can you see the sun? Very good. Yeah, good. Hills. So no answer is right and no answer is wrong. No, none of the answers that you put here is wrong. This is what is called as your imagination and your visual representation, all the words that you are saying. So in your classroom, this is called as visual arts. In language class, it will help you to a greater extent. Do not have any kind of fixed thing that the child has to say this. No, the child can come out with beautiful answers and no answer should be wrong. So you see here a picture, put abstract pictures like this. And ask them to make a story also. One line somebody say, ma'am, I can see a ball, it is like half sunk into the water and there is a sword passing through it, and they are trying to put it in the form of sentence structure. Vocabulary is important first. After vocabulary, sentence structure is important. After sentence structure, your creative way of presenting it. So this is meant for creative expression. So this is visual art. This is how you can do it in your classroom. Have lot of pictures. Now, especially when it comes to science, social studies, just have, now you're talking about animal conservation. Just put a picture of a tiger which is incomplete or which is not colored, just the outline of a tiger or something like that, and ask them to speak about it. So about the tigers, they can speak for a long time. So that is expression, creative expression. Okay. So here it is, and the suggestive rubric is already there. I will, maybe sir has it, he'll share it with you. Okay, suggestive rubric, exemplary, proficient, evolving, and nascent. Nascent means he is not. Now, how will you evaluate the children and the parameters for that? Understanding of the art form. Has the child understood the art form? Relevance and development. Creativity, application. Is the child able to apply it to his personal life? And craftsmanship and neatness. Is there neatness in his work? Understanding of the art form. Next is relevance and development. Is he able to relate? Application. Is he coming out with only what you said? Is he putting only that, or he's adding his own ideas into it and making it more relevant? So, and his neatness. So here are the levels. Exemplary means excellent, effective understanding, excellent understanding, evolving means he's trying to understand what you are teaching. Beginning, he's in the beginning stage. Or nascent means he still needs a lot of improvement, he needs a lot of support. So this is how you can make a rubric. And this planning, what are the topics that you need to take care? Chapter covered, subject and art integrated. Which are the subjects that you are integrating with, and what is, always be clear with your objectives. What is the objective that you have in your mind? Without setting your objectives, don't go for teaching. Objectives and learning outcomes are the foremost thing that you should have in your mind. Materials required, and all these materials try to do something which is easily available for you. time required, icebreaker, how will you start the class, methodology of the activity, is it role play, is it visual, what is the method that you are using, singing or dance method, learning outcomes, self-evaluation. Self-evaluation, when you say, it is diagnostic and remedial. So diagnostic, try to do diagnostic work in your classroom, try to understand your children and try to support them through remedial work. And at last comes only, first the teacher has to identify and correct it, and then only assessments come. It is, we do a lot of after assessment also there can be a remedial, but a teacher in her classroom should be able to assess her children even before the real assessments take place. Okay, so, and she should be able to identify the children and support them, follow up, resources and links. This is what it is all about, and progress is impossible without change. And those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. So the first and foremost step for each one of us, we are all expecting a huge change in our education system. And when we say you want the change in the education system, let's not blame the educational department, our principals, our management, everything. The change begins from me. And if I'm able to change my mind, I can change everything. It's all about mindset. So my dear teachers, I hope you had a great time, and I took it a little bit faster, and I know I took near exactly 45 minutes as Matthew sir gave me. Now, thank you very much, Matthew sir, and I now hand over the session to NEENA. Thank you very much, teachers. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. I'll be here till the end of the session. So Matthew sir, are you there?
Yes, very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
So much.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for the wonderful session. And I knew, I know you had to hurry up a bit because of time. So
yes.
Ma'am, you can remove your screen. Then
yes. Stop share.
Yeah, stop. Yes. So thank you. And now we move on to the second part of our program, that is a session by NEENA. So just a few words about her. She has got a teaching experience of more than 20 years in Convent of Jesus and Mary and the Mothers International School. And she's a newsreader with the All India Radio. She is the founder of a learning-based activity center, which is Mind and Me. She's also into podcasting, and she's recently launched her book by the name of PTM Square. And so I welcome NEENA, and I hand over the session to NEENA. Just I'll require 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes, please. Yeah.
Is it?
Hi, hello everyone. I just want a small introduction of Bandhu Mama. And Bandhu Mama is really sad, okay? So, and he's singing, May, March and April, May and June. It's been a while, I haven't seen the moon. Locked inside my own sweet home. Don't know when I'll get to Rome. Here comes Tuk Tuk. Tuk Tuk is a great friend of Bandhu Mama. What does Tuk Tuk say? Hey, Bandhu Mama, don't feel sad. Don't you know? We are safe inside our nest. This precaution is the best. If you want to work and play, be safe and healthy every day. Fight this corona with all your might till it goes out of sight. Welcome to Art Integration of classes 1 to 8. And I'm really excited to see all the teachers over here. And when we talk about elementary education, how can we not talk about the elements of elementary education? So hence the puppets and the song, it has to bring that element into the magical element into the lessons. Let me share my personal experience. When I was doing my activity center in my own house, in my center, that time I used to really take pride in doing those activities, hands-on activities, and suddenly corona happened and I was completely blank. I said, oh my god, all those activities, how am I going to do it online? And how are the teachers going to do, how the teachers going to engage the children online? It's a complete 360-degree shift in our classes. So we are actually back to square one. We need to, and it's really true, whoever has said it, that we got to learn, relearn, unlearn. This is that stage. This corona has brought us to that stage of relearning, unlearning, learning again. So as we move ahead, let me take you on a journey of imagination. And you can close your video if you wish to, because I'm going to do that. And I also believe, being a student of Bob Proctor, I believe in imagination. Imagination, he says, according to Bob Proctor, imagination is the greatest nation in this world. So let's get started with this. So you can take a comfortable posture. You can close your eyes. Imagine yourself walking down a road when you come across a beautiful cottage. The cottage is airy, it has big windows, colorful rooms. You go inside, no one is there. You're happy to stay there. You see a barren land in front of it. You start staying there and realize that you need to plant some seeds in this barren land to turn it into a beautiful garden. So you go to the nearest nursery and buy all types of seeds, saplings, and plant them in your garden. To your surprise, all these seeds and saplings could actually talk to you. They would lovingly call you the nurturer as you take care of them. Nurturer, nurturer, see, I'm growing, nurturer, nurturer, I want a little more water. And you're so happy taking care of them, watering them, providing the necessary manure, compost for them. Somewhere, growing so fast, bearing fruit, growing tall, every plant, every seed, they were growing so fast and so, you were enjoying them. Some were blooming with colorful flowers and fruits. But your attention went to the corner of the garden where there was a sapling which was not showing any visible growth. You tried to take extra care of that sapling. You talked to that sapling, but nothing. You did not see any physical growth. Years passed by, and the garden was blooming. After some years, you saw the plant in the corner, which was not growing. Suddenly there was growth happening, and it was really growing up fast until it became the tallest and the strongest tree in that garden. And you asked that tree that, why didn't you grow in the initial years? And that plant said, oh nurturer, you know, all those years when you were taking care of me, my roots were growing deep into the ground, strong. And that was a bamboo. Looking at that bamboo, you were so happy. You smiled and smiled and smiled and opened your eyes. Thank you. Just switch on my, yeah. So that is what primary education is all about. The foundation, when we talk about the bamboo, it's growing deeper. We don't see visible growth or visible improvement, whatever we do with the class. But after some years, I'm sure you being the nurturer, your efforts as a teacher never ever go waste, never ever. So with that, we'll move on with the session. And I think we'll be like, we are just 6 minutes into this session, but we can log out and log in whenever it closes. So I'll share the screen with you. Give me some time, please. Yeah. So we have here. Okay, just a minute.
Okay, what we'll do is, since time is running out, we'll just log out and then we come. Yeah, we're not, that's right. We just have about 2 minutes. So we've just decided to stop that. and then we are just logging out, and then we'll log in back so that we have a good session from the beginning. Thank you.